Hey, what's good? So, interesting video I'll be doing for USA. So, I'm gonna go over what happened last night at my F&M Friday Night Magic thing for Commander, and it was actually kind of crazy. So, I played Horsemanship again. I adjusted a few things and just very like small changes, and I actually took someone out last night, and it may not be in the way that you think it is. So, someone was playing frogs. That was, they were saying like across from me. The person that was diagonal was playing Merfolk, and the person that was next to me was playing a mono blue. It's like the big sea serpent dude that does like that makes all your permanents like uh, islands, or I forget what the flood basically is what I'm trying to think of. Um, and so they were playing that. So the Mofolk player was popping off with, he had a big ol' like 16 something, and the other creature next to it was like 8 something like that, or it might have been 12 and 8, but anyway, he was dealing out like 20 damage with 2 creatures. And the card that he had on the field had like 12 counters on it, and once he got to 20, then he basically wins the game. I don't know what the card's called, but I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments. But he had a whole round of where he whiffed and hit all lands, which is pretty nice, because that gave me an extra turn. And then he took out the player to my right, and the person that was across from me had just scooped because their deck was kind of bricking or kind of doing whatever. So they just kind of scooped, and so it was just me and the person to diagonal, and all they had left was like one creature untapped. And so I pretty much had this for my board. I had 2 unblockable Horsemanship, and then I had my commander out. And so I pretty much threw into this for turn, which gave everything a buff. This gave my legendaries a buff, which this is legendary. So this was at 6, and this was at 2. So that's essentially 8 right there, and I just needed 2 more to be able to do something really cool. And so I pretty much had open mana to be able to play this. So I played Triumph of the Horde, which gives my creatures +1/+1 and gain Shuffle and Infect, which gives me the 2 extra that I needed to take them out with Infect with just the Horsemanship. So, and that's essentially how I won the thing last night. Is I played this and I dealt him 10 Infect, unblockable, and pretty much just won that way. So, so I got to actually pull it off last night, which is pretty cool. Whether that'll happen again, I don't know, but at least I got to do it once. I don't remember doing it any other times that I've played this deck, so I think I've come close the times I have, but I don't think I actually ever got to do it, so no, I don't remember doing it any other time, so, but yeah, it was pretty cool. It definitely caught my opponent off guard, because he was not expecting for me to play this, but the deck worked pretty well. It ramped actually pretty heavily. As you guys can see, I had pretty much 6 lands. I had Golos and Command Lantern, so I pretty much had everything that I needed. And then I pretty much had these two in the grave, so Farfeet and Rampant Growth. And yeah, that's essentially what happened. So it was actually pretty crazy actually. So, but yeah. So I'll show you guys the rest of the deck. I plan on making just a slight few more changes with it because I do have, this is the other card that was in my hand. I do plan on making a few more changes because I do like to run Sisei every once in a blue moon because it is nice to bring out our legendaries. The only thing that sucks is that her ability isn't really all that great in some ways because it has to be other legendary colors. So like blue, red, black, green, stuff like that. And so who I'll be switching to is actually Kenrith, which will be a lot more useful. Because in the situation like last night, where if I had him out, then I had that open mana, and I could have did 6 mana and had enough to do the Infect card, because I could have did a +1/+1 counter on, you know, the legendary, and a +1/+1 counter on the blue guy, or at least 2 on one and 1 on the other, and then played the Infect card into where I could still get the enough damage for the Infect. So that's what I'm thinking, where this will probably be a little more beneficial to me, along with a few other things I'll be probably put in here. So there is a card called Writing. What is it? I have it right next to me, at least on my iPad. I thought I did. But basically the concept is that it gives a creature +3/+3 in Horsemanship until end of turn. And so if I have Kenrith out and I have that, then I can get Horsemanship to where it's still unblockable as well, and a additional +3/+3. Which again, if I have the Infect card and try for the Hordes, then it makes it so much more better. So, and then these will be some other ones I'll be throwing into the deck. So this is essentially like a counter spell for like creatures, where it negates the cast, and then it puts it into a grave. This just returns a card from field to hand, and then this gives a creature +4/+4 until end of turn. So, just some other things that I wanted to throw in here. So, but I'll show you the rest of the deck. Hasn't really changed too much since you guys last saw it. But I do have a few more creatures in here from the product I had open, the 2-player starter set. So, and there were some of the lands from that in here as well. So, but yeah, I also have another Infect card that I can bring out too if need be, with all the lands I make. So, but anyways, yeah, that's kind of the gist of the deck. Just bring out a bunch of unblockable dudes and winning hopefully quickly with it. So, but yeah, because I had a ton of creatures in here that I could have had drawn or gone to for essentially winning, because I had haste on field and so, but hopefully with the adjustments of a few more pump spells and other things, then hopefully I'll be working a little more better. So, but yeah, so, and a different commander will probably help too. So, but yeah, so thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next video. Alright, there you go.